One of the things that we're very keen on at Gardner Leader is that we don't want to simply be there when people have problems and solving individual issues that arise. We really want to understand what's important to our clients and particularly to local businesses so that we can provide a broader service and actually help people to achieve their objectives. And that's really why we've asked you all today as representatives of local business to come along so that we can just share experiences of the challenges that businesses have faced recently, the challenges that they're expecting to face in the near future, and hopefully some thoughts on how we could overcome those challenges and grow our businesses and help our clients as well.
A lot of these things should be flashed out really, and then you can start to deal with them. But I must admit, I think a lot of businesses will get very worried about discrimination claims.
To me, that's very worrying, because for a small business like mine, you could take one massive lawsuit to close my business. You know, I had someone came to the job the other day. The truth is she wasn't good for the job at all, but I'm petrified while I'm sat in that room that when I give her a call to say you're not good for the job, she's going to send me to the tribunal. That for small business like mine is sleepless nights, is worry after worry, is thinking about the solicitor's bill that's going to land on my desk, that's going to be astronomical, and it's really scary.
Then you need to have a thought process in place so you know you can avoid those sorts of problems, or at least minimise those sorts of problems before they happen.
So if you've got an employee that's not performing the basic functions of their jobs, and there are performance management and processes that you ought to be able to put in place so that you can assess their ability and performance, and if they continue to fall short of the standards that are expected, then a tribunal will recognise that there comes a point where you say this person isn't capable to do their job any longer. But the important thing to be careful with is that you have to follow a proper process and be reasonable in reaching that decision.
For me to pick up the phone and say to the solicitor, look, this is what happened, can you tell me, would be brilliant. I would kind of see it as another insurance policy.
There's an opportunity, is it this regular monthly fee that allows you to have a connection with the client? My goodness, engage and have a relationship with the client, that sounds really good.
Our accountants, we pay a fixed fee every month and we get a reasonable amount of work. We can call up, ask whatever financial questions we want. And it's really helpful to have an expert on the end of the phone, so we don't have to know all the answers ourselves.
I mean, do we find that the whole flexible working, does that work for our businesses, or does it just impose more red tape and problems?
I do. I have quite an open way of managing my staff. I believe in staff being very independent and feeling trusted. So someone who's very good, extremely experienced, and only came for the job because of the amount of flexibility. She's really, really a lot more motivated, and she's not someone that I could have taken on financially if she didn't have all the flexibility.
But I just think you have to grab it. Flexibility is just where it's at. And if you want the best of the best, just remember some of them may actually have a life that suggests that you need to go that extra mile.
If somebody needs to go to the doctor, or they need to take the car in for a service, I might not be in for it till an hour later. Okay. And we're very much like, we're an outputs base. As long as the work gets done, and the clients can get hold of you, and there has to be certain amounts of office coverage, then it's not an issue.
Yes, I used to run a group like that. What we did is we gave them different motivators, and they understood what the conditions were. So, for example, we gave them the equivalent of iPods. And if you sit all day, something in your, that's fine. As long as you take the calls, as long as you disconnect. There's a number of things that we did that would give you more flexibility than you typically would in an office.
I hope everyone's found the discussion interesting. I found it really interesting and very useful. I think there's a lot in it for us to take away and think about how we deliver our services and what ways we can help people. But thank you all for the contributions.